Hello and welcome back to your favorite channel, Real Estate for Real with Arek and Elaine. Elaine and I are here on Zoom today, and we decided to chat about something else today. And we hear a lot of myths related to real estate, and we decided that we will cover some of them for you, starting with number one, that the first step is looking for a house. So, Elaine, why is that even a thing? Why people think that they should start looking at the house first?
Yeah. So that is a myth that you want to start looking at houses first, because actually there's a process involved. You need to align yourself with a fantastic real estate agent. You'd like to get a local expert. You should have an idea of where you want to move to. And then you need to put a team of professionals together that are going to be on your side to prepare you for this endeavor. And you want a loan officer who can pre-approve you and let you know what your purchasing power is. Because let me tell you, there's not anything worse than looking at houses and falling in love with the house that is not in your budget.
Okay.
So let's avoid that myth.
So what would you say? What we said is basically, number one, you're finding yourself a great local realtor, and then that realtor will help you with the loan officer to get our viewers pre-approved.
That's right. That's right. And the realtor is also going to have a list of professionals that you're going to interact with throughout this entire process. So take advantage of those local experts in your area. So, Arek, and this brings me to another myth that I'm hearing, and that is it's cheaper to rent than to own.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. And you know what? The thing is, like, if you look first, we really have low inventory for the rentals as well. And that caused the prices to went up a lot. Like I was looking at the Hartford stats recently, and actually Hartford metro area was the fourth biggest increase in rents in October of 2022, fourth biggest in the country.
Yeah, and you know something on that note, also, one-bedroom condos, people are buying them just so that they can rent them, and a one-bedroom is going between $1,600 and $1,700 in Hartford County. Imagine $1,700 for a one-bedroom.
Yeah, with that budget, you almost there to get yourself a mortgage for like a nice, cute house. So yes,
you could probably get a cute little three-bedroom house for that price, right? I mean, I've had folks shopping for a three-bedroom rental, very limited supply on rental full family houses, and those are over $3,000 a month. I know you can get a mortgage for far less than that.
Sure.
For a three-bedroom house.
And when you have the mortgage, you pay towards something that you're going to own later on, and just paying the rent that goes to your landlord.
So, see, good point. You're building equity.
Building equity.
Right.
Okay, so we had the first steps for looking for the house, and we had rent versus buy. What else do you hear on the streets that is quite popular myth?
Oh my goodness, this one just blows my mind, because DIY, do it yourself, is really huge. Okay, everybody wants to do it themselves. They think they don't need an agent. Imagine, they think that they can buy a house, do all that shopping without a real estate agent.
All the documents, all the contracts, all the inspections, contingencies, everything? No.
That's what they think. They think they're going to buy a house without an agent. I mean, what is the advantage to working by yourself when they don't even pay for a buyer's agent in our market area, correct?
That's true. In most cases, when you're using the agent as a buyer, our commission as agents is being paid from the seller's proceedings. So that doesn't cost you a dime to use a professional and to have a professional on your side.
Exactly, because the professional real estate agent also has expanded search powers, right? I mean, let's face it, we are the ones that have direct access to MLS. Those third-party websites that make it easy and the illusion you can do it yourself, we don't want to say all those names, but those third-party websites are sharing data and information that's not necessarily up to the minute. They love to advertise houses that are under deposit, which blows my mind, right? They just want to bring in those calls.
Yes. I've seen some listings that my clients were sending me, and they're like, "Oh, can we look at this house?" I'm like, "Oh no, it sold 2 months ago," and it was still available on one of the other platforms that is popular out there.
Right. And something else, when you have your own professional real estate agent working for you, your buyer's agent, we do know that inventory is low, right? So a seasoned professional knows how to overcome some of these low inventory issues. And I love what you do, Arek. You're a pro at helping your folks find houses. Do you want to share a little inside secret on that?
Um, you know what? It's not really a big secret, but I'm surprised that there isn't many more agents doing it. Door knocking. Door knocking is what's working for me very well and for my buyers, because I can find them houses that are not available for the market, but these are the houses that are fitting into their exact matches and criteria. So recommending to everyone to work with the agent, because we go beyond to find a house for you guys, even when the inventory is low.
Exactly. And you know what? Another nice piece about that door knocking and finding that house that suits your buyer's need, they're also not going to have to do bidding wars and compete for that house with the rest of the world. So you know what? So here's another myth, is that the national housing data matters.
Tell me more about it.
And you know what? So this one just really bothers me a lot, because there's tremendous noise out there in the media and lots of different resources, and they're all saying the same thing on a national level, right? That prices are going to drop, mortgage rates are going to continue to go higher. It's not a good time to buy. However, I looked at Hartford County for the month of October, and interestingly enough, the median sales price and the average sales price were up 10 and 12% respectively. And looking at that same information year to date, we're still up 8 and 9% on our average sales price and our median sales price. So in Hartford County, our sales prices are continuing to increase. Also,
you know what I also noticed, because I was looking at the same stats for Hartford County, and what is surprising is the people are still pay about the asking price. On average, it's almost 2% over the asking price for all the listings. So I think because of the inventory still being low, unfortunately, the buyers still need to pay a full price or a little bit more. So that shows the market is still pretty strong.
Good point. I like that, and you're right. And again, you know what? This is Hartford County. So real estate, as you know, is hyper local. Okay, we narrow it down. We're looking at Hartford County. Then within Hartford County, every town is going to have a little bit of its own nuances. And then when you dial deeper, some towns within neighborhoods, we have some differences. So that's a really good point that you brought up. That houses are still selling above the listing price. Okay, so I know you're hearing word on the street that bidding wars are over and prices are coming down, and that the buyers have a little more negotiating power. But in our area, if you really want to buy that house, you need to pay that list price and maybe a little bit more.
True, and I feel like it's also seasonal. Yes, the bidding wars may be, when I'm looking back in the spring of 2022, I was competing with 20, 30 offers, the others offers per listing. There's still more buyers than houses, even in this market. There's still, if the house is priced correctly and it's a good house, it's still gonna get multiple offers. Maybe not 30, but you're still looking at 3 to 5, maybe 7. So
True.
There's still
Very
more
good
buyers
point.
than houses out there.
Yeah, there is.
And the other one that I'm hearing a lot from my clients and my buyers is like, oh, we put the pause in the process and wait till spring. What do you think about this? Because I don't like that idea. And I'm telling them, spring, everyone is going to be back in the market. Yes, we will have more houses, but the number of buyers that will be out there, oof, I would say go now.
I have to, yeah, that concerns me. That scares me a lot because we know what happens in the springtime, and you're right. There's going to be a lot more buyers that come back into the marketplace because they're taking this time to save. There may be more inventory on the market, but that just doesn't mean that this is going to be a bargain. I think that if you find the house today or tomorrow that checks off all of your boxes and it's in your budget, just despite where the mortgage rates are, I mean, that's temporary. You can always refinance at some point. But when you find the house that you like, I think now is the right time to pull the trigger and start building equity in that house, because what we are seeing and hearing is that houses are going to continue to appreciate, even if it's a 2% appreciation. So let's get ahead of the game and build that equity to sooner rather than later. So why wait for spring? If you find that house now, take advantage.
Yes, yes.
Don't stop looking. Keep looking. And with the lower inventory, it just might take a little bit longer. So don't put it on pause. Keep that search open.
Yes, that's what I'm saying to all the buyers. Don't wait till spring. Yeah. Be smart and take advantage. I know people don't like moving in the winter, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
I agree with you.
You have a lot less competition right now. So just pull the trigger, and if there is a house that you like,
right.
Give us a call.
That's right. I agree. Yeah, absolutely.
So I feel like there is more myths we can cover in the next video. So guys, if there is anything that you'd like to, or you've heard about any myth you'd like us to debunk, let us know. We'll cover this for you. And
yeah, that's a great idea. And we'll also bring in some special guests who can dispel some of these other myths that we are hearing in the lending world and the inspection world. So we'll bring some other experts here to the table, and you can hear from them regarding some of the myth busting.
Stay tuned, and remember to like, subscribe, and whatever else people are doing with these videos. And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.